With 1 week to the final, the power of money ripped the Big Brother house apart.
Big Brother is giving you the chance to increase the prize by £25,000.
Whoever the winner is divides the 25 grand up.
I trusted that pact until today.
Don't you point your finger at me!
I feel like I need some clarification on your end.
I've said it 100 times. You never had the balls to say it to everyone else.
How can you not see what we're saying?
Are you stupid?
People can go bad with money.
Tonight, facing a surprise double eviction. Chris, Christopher, Mark, Pav and Winston. Who goes? You decide. Please welcome your host, Emma Willis.
We have got in store for you tonight. Now, the final of Big Brother is only 7 days away, and all week the housemates have battled more moral dilemmas and minging milkshakes to bag some more cash for the prize fund. Thank you very much. They failed miserably, but there's still £100,000 up for grabs. But who is going to walk away with the spondoolis and the winner's crown? It's anybody's game. Now, one thing is for certain, and that is that 2 of our housemates facing eviction tonight aren't going to get a sniff of those winnings. Not a thing. The housemates have no idea that tonight, not 1, but 2 of them will be told to hit the road. Chris, Christopher, Mark, Pav and Winston all face a fall at the final hurdle. But who do you want to send to the housemate knackers yard? Remember, you are voting to evict. To evict Chris from a landline, call 090 20 44 5803. Or from a mobile, 650 5803. To evict Christopher from a landline, call 090 20 44 5804. Or from a mobile, 650 5804. To evict Mark from a landline, call 090 20 44 5809. Or from a mobile, 650 5809. To evict Pav from a landline, call 090 20 44 5818. Or from a mobile, 650 5818. To evict Winston from a landline, call 090 20 44 5816. Or from a mobile, 650 5816. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
So, this week it seemed that money was the root of all evil as housemates cashed in their friendships and paid the price. Here is a look at the week's big stories.
This week, housemates felt the pressure as they're nominated face to face.
My first nomination is Christopher.
Christopher.
It's
hard for me to watch him possibly change his behaviour, all because a few people called him a doormat.
Mark.
I sometimes feel that he gets negatively affected by outside criticism.
Winston.
Is Winston. And I feel that it's been a little bit more difficult for me to get to know you.
Pav.
I just would rather see everybody else in this room get the chance to win before you.
There's 7 other people nominating and I got all 7 votes.
And the power of money took hold of the Big Brother house.
You must now discuss which housemate you want to join you and face the public vote.
Chris.
It's time to find out how much this decision will add to the winner's prize money.
Go on, Chris.
Would you like to see your nan and your cousin Hannah?
Yes.
Just £20 per second.
Oh my God.
He's going to use it all.
6 minutes.
Big Brother hopes housemates are thirsty.
You cheeky bastard.
I'm getting us 500 quid.
Go on, Christopher.
Go on. Go on.
Go on, Christopher.
You have drunk your prize fund up by £500.
Yeah.
And a secret dilemma caused havoc amongst the housemates.
You can leave that £15,500 as it stands,
Okay.
and it will be added to the winner's prize fund.
Go on.
Or you can take it now and keep the entire amount for yourself.
I'll have to take it. I'm going to take this money.
3 of your fellow housemates said that they would take the prize money.
Who said yes?
Pav, Ash and Chris.
As you chose the wrong 3 housemates, you have lost the £15,500.
We had the reason that we'd still split it, don't you understand that?
Everyone else was saying we'd split it equally. You're the only one who's not said it.
I've said it 100 times. He would have given it to the rest of us. Are you stupid? Just like Mark and just like Ash. He got to make 1 point, and as usual, everyone spoke over it. It's been the same from day 1. Everyone jumps down people's necks when they're trying to explain a decision they've made. He was never going to keep that money for himself. Never.
How upset they get and how infuriated they are by this is a money-based anger. It's greed and it's ugly, and I have to live with that.
And breathe. OK, settle yourself in as we head back to yesterday and Mark is facing up to tonight's eviction.
Dear 64, 10:20 a.m. Mark has got the eviction on his mind.
What shall I do when the doors open? Shall I just go like...
I always do that.
That's his thing.
No, it's not. No, it's that. I always do that.
Always.
What would your favourite eviction faces be? Helen, what did you do?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't fucking wait.
Chat shit.
Who?
Stay in here. Christopher should go. Chris should go.
You drink alcohol then, too?
Yeah. Chris.
Drink.
And Chris will go, but I'd rather Christopher go. Don't like Christopher now.
He made a fool out of himself last night.
Last night, he was just a tosser.
Free Mark under buzz again.
I know.
Ashley, Christopher and Chris are talking about last night.
I'm fine about the choices I made, and I think it's normal to disagree with choices. That's part of it. But the first opportunity to single me out and move me to one side because it's an inconvenience, and they've tried a few times, it's not worked, but this is like, they can't say Ash and they can't say Mark. They can't blame them for anything.
If it's me, you're Christopher, then fucking...
Oh, we're back to being public enemy number 1
back,
again.
like.
Because we're all welcome as part of the group, but then as soon as one thing goes wrong as well, there are the people who, it's like when it comes to nominations, who they must not nominate and will never nominate.
Yeah.
And they can do no wrong. Like, I'm really sick of this fucking clique just because they will never nominate one another. They'll have blazing rows with each other, and yet still none of them can ever put a foot wrong. Do you know what I mean? They're untouchable in this house.
Exactly.
Bizarre. Utterly bizarre.
Mark has come to talk to Big Brother.
We've all been getting on so well, there's been no divide, but as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not happy about, there is going to be a divide in the house now. It's going to be Ashley, Chris and Christopher on one side, and then on the other side, me, Helen, Winston, Ash and Pav. As far as Christopher's concerned, the sun shines out of Chris's fucking arsehole, and that just isn't the case. And I think any friend... Now, I'm not saying I'm the perfect friend. I do argue, I do shout things that I don't mean on the spot, but it's never really thought out. I would never, ever, ever, ever get one of my friends to argue for me while I sit back and do nothing. Smoking and just going, thanks, Christopher. Appreciate that. Thanks, Christopher, yeah. But Christopher's literally, the veins are popping out of his neck. He looked like a fucking seagull having a shit. The way he was shouting, do you know what I mean? It weren't good to watch. And I think any friend who'd kind of throw somebody into the line of fire to deflect, like, the fucking, the stress off them is an absolute shithouse.
1:57 p.m.
Oh, if you didn't just play them up for me, Matt.
There's your sexiest toys, mate.
That's too funny.
Mark and Christopher haven't spoken since last night.
Feels awkward, I think, today.
In the house? I suppose there is a little bit.
You haven't spoken to me all day?
I haven't been ignoring you. I just haven't really known what to say to you, I guess.
Why?
I haven't been deliberately avoiding you or anything.
What are we going to do?
We're going to be mates.
But you'll not take my advice, will you?
I can't take your advice, Mark. I can't.
Why can't you?
I can't take your advice because Chris is a close friend to me.
What I fucking was?
I won't forsake him. I'll continue to be his friend. I won't avoid him. And I want to be his mate, and I'm looking forward to seeing him outside of this house as well.
Does that just not, like, shock you last night?
No.
No?
I was annoyed before Chris, and I was upset for Chris that he was getting...
Go on, you tell, because I do listen to you, so
part
just
of the
tell me
reason
from
I was
your
upset
point of
for...
view, 'cause
I
I'm all
genuinely
ears.
was upset for Chris that he was getting labelled something I know him not to be.
What's that?
Oh, what was he getting called? Manipulative, that he'd kept the prize money all to himself,
Yeah.
that he'd lied to the house. So I spoke up for that. And it frustrated me as well, the way everyone handled the situation. It just brought back old frustrations and old annoyances that have bugged me in this house for weeks now. So I was like, you've just done that again, and you've been doing that for weeks.
Do you want to come and talk to me privately?
In private, why not? I can have a wee chat with you. I want some water, though.
Winston is in the diary room.
Winston, Big Brother knows things were a little heated in the house last night. How are you feeling about everything this morning?
Well, last night I was pissed off because obviously, like, people just broke the pact that was made. Like, the reason that Ash and Mark said they'd take the money is because they didn't trust everyone in the pact, which I do believe them. But it is a bit annoying, really. You know, if one person doesn't trust it, then the whole thing falls down. And Chris took the money as well, but he basically just said to me last night, "Oh, I was humouring it." So, well, what's the point of? What's that supposed to mean, you know? Why don't you just say, if you don't believe it, why put your hand in and say, yes, I'll do it? You know, he'll come up and say loads of things up here in the diary room and won't say it to other people. So I just think it's a bit gutless, really. That's my opinion.
Yeah, for me, like, something that dropped about me was that, like, it's good to see you defending Chris, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe. If I'm being honest. Might have felt a bit fucking jealous. Because I know for a fact that you would never defend me.
Do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think you would.
When have you been in a situation like that, Mark? And everyone else is jeering and yelling, and everyone's having a go, and everyone's expecting answers on the spot.
I don't get myself into them situations, though, Christopher.
Don't, but you've never been in a situation.
I know how to not get myself in them. I know how to get myself out of them pretty fucking quickly.
I don't for a second believe, Mark, that he would not have split that money with people. But you and Ash said yes as well. All three of you broke the pack, and yet Chris was the only person getting it in the net.
Stop it, because I'm gonna go fucking nuts.
Yes, I know.
I am gonna go
You did it for good
insane.
reasons. Mark, I just don't want to have this row with you. I'm not budging on this one, and I don't want it to rip us apart. I really trust him, and I'm not having anyone take away from that kind of bond of trust that I built up with Chris. I'm not having anyone take away from that, Mark, and I wouldn't expect anybody to put a stop to their friendship or to change things in their friendship just based on my advice or my words.
Stop to it. I just want you to remember it. Just remember the advice I give you.
Mark, a lot of the time you're right about things in here, but on this one I think you are wrong.
Deary me, either get over it or well, get off with each other. It's that simple. OK, after the break, we've got more from yesterday as we tiptoe a little bit closer to a secret supersized eviction. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to Big Brother and a very special live double eviction. It is the final eviction of the series and it is a monster. Tonight, 2 housemates will be taken out of the race to the final. Who is going to crash out on the home straight? Well, we'll be finding out later on in tonight's show. But for now, it's back to yesterday, and it's time to find out which housemates are top of the range and who's in the bargain bin.
2:49 p.m. For today's task, Big Brother wants to test the housemates on how valuable they are to the outside world.
Oh my God.
Housemates have selected Christopher and Ashley as the 2 most likely to figure out everyone's value to the public.
He's fucking flustered already. Can we swap, Big Brother? You'd send that useless fucking human downstairs.
He'll be alright, man. Let him try first. If he does shit, then when he comes down, we tell him.
Big Brother has surveyed the public, asking them to value housemates in a number of different categories.
Big Brother will ask you the same questions and see if you can guess the results.
For each question, 2 housemate faces will appear on the screens.
Okay. You must choose which of those 2 housemates is valued higher by the public.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Which of these housemates did the public say most needed to pay for a personality transplant?
Fucking me. Ash.
So, no, it was most boring and pointless Pav.
I think it might be Ash, but, like, if he's seen to be constantly living under Helen's shadow, if that's the way that's coming across on TV, he can't do anything for himself. It might
Could be Ash.
Cheeky pair of twats.
Ash.
This is Ash.
Fucking hell. Thank fuck for that. Sorry, pal.
Which of these housemates did the public say would cost most money to keep happy?
Nah, I'm not that bothered by this one. I think this is quite funny.
What? Me?
But it's going to be you.
It's not me. She's miserable.
The most money to keep happy.
See, because she's had work done as well, you might think like that.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, she's had work on the stuff.
I'm after plastic surgery now. A fucking dumb bitch.
I think it might be Helen.
Okay.
Okay.
Helen. Oh, yay!
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
Great. Now I'm known as a malicious, high-maintenance bitch.
Which of these housemates did the public say has the cheaper looking wardrobe?
Oh, God.
Hey?
What?
Would have to be me.
That'd be brutal. Brutal, brutal.
Oh, God. I laughed my head off.
If it's me, I'll go mad.
What?
That's it from now on. I'm just going to wear fucking pyjamas constantly. I'm going to go and put a fucking
You've
tracky
got
on.
you, and then you've got him sat there dressed like that, and you've been called worse than him.
It's in pyjamas.
Out of these 2 housemates, whose opinion does the public value the highest?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. Bloody hell.
Probably Mark.
I think Mark. Oh, shit.
He just didn't want to say himself.
Which of these housemates did the public say they would pay most to go on a date with?
Tempted to go with Ash.
Fucking go with Winston.
Come on, Chris, you idiot.
Winston. I still think Winston. Something's telling me Winston.
Yes!
Ah!
Oh, no, sorry.
Fuck's sake, Mark.
Which of these housemates did the public say they would pay most to be silent for a day?
Helen all day long.
I don't know.
Helen.
She's everything wrong with humanity.
Which of these housemates did the public say they would pay most to hear them really speak their mind?
I think Winston.
I say it'd be Winston because I speak my mind a lot in this house.
Winston, I think.
I think Winston.
Christopher and Ashley, that is the end of the quiz. Big Brother has added up all your answers and can reveal that you answered enough correctly to earn a reward.
Yes! Get in. 4 or 6 p.m. Helen, Pav and Ash are mulling over today's task.
Fuck that, most personality. What was it?
Personality transplant.
I remember all mine.
That was the only one I had. Ash, you got some sick ones, man. There's gonna be bare
Mine were
gash.
alright. Bare gash.
Bare gash.
Did you get jealous, Helen?
Yeah, I'm really upset.
Really? Were you really upset? Really concerned?
Are you okay?
Are you being fucking serious?
Yeah.
Chris is talking about the housemates' behaviour during the task.
Chris, are you alright?
No, I just don't like the way they're just rude as fuck down there. You know, then of course when we win a prize, they're nice as pie.
Oh, were they incredibly nice?
Fucking all
I told you that they
the
were
way through.
nasty.
Just fucking screaming and shouting and being rude, but because you won the prize, it's all alright.
I don't get me wrong, I know exactly what they're like. I know how brutal and sharp and nasty they all can be at times. I'm not exactly surprised. Really don't give a shit. They can think whatever the hell they like.
Basically, calling Chris stupid. He's not fucking stupid. It just drives me up the wall. I'm right back to where I started with all of them.
All right, Fun Sponge, there is only one more week to go. So, Chris, Christopher, Mark, Pav, or Winston, they have no idea that 2 of them are going to be leaving the house this evening. So, who isn't worthy of a place in the final? Remember, you are voting to evict. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Chris, add 03. To evict Christopher, add 04. To evict Mark, add 09. To evict Pav, add 18. To evict Winston, add 16. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5 Plus 1, Plus 24 or on demand.
As always, you can find terms on the Big Brother website. Now, you don't have long left to vote, as the lines will be closing after the break, so please, no dilly-dallying. When we return, we'll have the final instalment of yesterday, and we will be going down to Eviction Town. See you on the flip side. Welcome back to Big Brother and our super secret double eviction. Oh, I'm very excited. Now, we are only 1 week away from crowning your Big Brother champion. The housemates are in touching distance of that £100,000 prize, but not everybody is going to make it to the final. Unbeknownst to the housemates, not one, but 2 of them are going to be leaving that house this evening. You have been voting all week, and the vote lines are now. Please do not call, as your vote won't be counted. So, before we get on with the removal of a resident, we have got just enough time for one last delivery from yesterday, and some housemates are getting on their soapbox.
8:25 p.m. Chris, Christopher and Ashley are in the bathroom talking about Helen.
Goodness knows how many times she's nominated me. I say a lot.
Likewise. God. If she could have been nominated, like, she should just, like, take a back seat. She should have done herself a bigger favour.
Completely on centre with whatever
She hasn't changed because she was the finalist past, so I'm going, of course she didn't change. She could be herself. She's here
Yeah.
the final.
It's true.
Ashley is the topic of conversation in the garden.
I think she might win.
She's definitely going to win. I want to throw it out there. I don't think Ashley deserves to win.
Thank you. I didn't want to be the first to say that.
I think she thinks she's going to win, but she pretends
She
like
thinks
she's not.
she knows she's going to win.
She's like, oh, they chose me.
She knows it. Oh my God, me again. He is the only one out of the potential winners that has been consistent, stayed the same, been
You
fair,
should win.
been a friend
You're
to
gonna win.
everyone in this house.
Slandered.
I'm not just saying that, but you've been the same with everyone from day one.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I don't think that someone should win when they spent 6 weeks being a complete cock.
She's not fully involved in the house.
She doesn't even... That was my point last night. She doesn't even know half of us. She doesn't know me properly. She never will, because I'd never be open with her. But she would bore me senseless watching her.
I think I would enjoy watching her still.
No, I wouldn't.
Just because I reckon...
I do find her really funny.
With her slagging everyone off and all that.
Yeah, I'd find
you'd
it
be enjoying
entertaining.
watching it.
We can't decide whether she deserves it, man. The
If
public
Dan-
are going
I
to...
We're not
can.
deciding.
Pav, I can decide
Opinions?
because if Danielle was still here, she wouldn't be winning.
Yeah, that's definitely
I do
true.
think Danielle Gunn was the best thing that happened to her.
That's definitely true.
Well, I don't if she wins.
9:39 p.m. Some of the housemates are talking about Mark.
I don't know with Mark, though. Does he really want to go tomorrow? I don't buy
No,
it.
does he fuck?
Has he tried to tell himself it'd be okay to kind of cushion the blow that if it does
He's cushioning the blow.
I miss him so much if he was to go, you know that. Seriously, he better not fucking well go.
I felt like the house...
What the hell would this house be like that without
It is only a week left, though. So it won't be tragic. I mean, if it was week 4 and Matt went, I'd be crying my eyes out.
that'd be a travesty
If
for
Matt
Mark
went
to go at that
tomorrow,
stage, yeah.
I'd just be like, oh, don't worry about it. Fuck it.
Chris and Ashley's thoughts have turned to the final.
Like, everybody's like, oh, you've 1 in 8 chances of winning, saying that to everybody. I feel like my chances is literally 0 in about 100.
No, I don't see it like that at all. That isn't just because you're my mate. I genuinely... My gut tells me you've got a really strong likelihood of being in that last 2 or 3. And on those grounds, I do think you have a good chance of winning.
I just really think it will be Winston, Chris, and sometimes I'm thinking, like, and people say, oh, but it's never the obvious, but
No,
if you're not going to win, and I know it's not going to be me, so I'm seriously jealous of whoever goes tomorrow. And I will be so upset if it's you or Christopher, because, like, that's the only thing that could make this next week 10 times worse.
Yeah, but if you've got Christopher, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's great, and he'll be very aware that it's you and him in that sense.
Yeah. I know.
(10:32 p.m) Christopher is thinking about a new look.
Do I just keep a natural colour and just get it into a nice kind of shape? And
Yeah, I think you should keep your natural colour. You have a nice natural hair colour.
Because Mark keeps telling me to go like a darker shade of brown. I have to admit, at times he says it'll bring on my eyes more. And do that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you, not wild dark though, because I think that would look ridiculous. But like darker brown.
Helen is feeling restless.
I just feel like doing something really
I
stupid.
feel well giddy.
What should we do?
Go out to fire zone.
What do you want to do? Should we just do it?
You what, Matt?
Nah.
Who's doing it?
I'll watch though.
Will you do it, Winston?
Yeah, fuck it.
Will you do it really?
Yeah, I'll do it,
right,
yeah.
come on.
Go on then. Yeah?
Come on.
Fuck off, you. Really?
Go on then.
Really?
Run then. Run and do it. Run and do it.
No.
Go on.
Are you sure? I can't do Go.
They went in.
And I see, yeah, they're
They're
way
gone.
wrong.
They're still in there.
No, they've gone.
They've
They're no
gone.
longer in the house, they're along the outside.
is it? Who is it?
Ash and Helena Winston.
Oh, fuck.
Bye!
Oh, do you know, good on them. This is the most crack we've had in ages.
Good on them, like, I swear.
It's not opening.
Not opening, no one's back.
Did you go through that? Is that how you got in?
Oh my god!
Is that how you got in? Did you go through that?
Did the security just put you
Oh
on?
my god!
That was good.
Oh my god,
The camera people, the security.
That was well timed.
We're going, what are you doing? And we're going,
Oh no, I wish I went with you.
I'm stood there, and he comes banging around the corner, this big, massive, like, 8-foot guy.
Yeah, it's
He
just
went,
shizzles.
whoa, 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 whoa. I went, oh, fuck.
We were there, yeah, when you were banging.
Could you see us?
Yeah.
Kick the twats out.
Well, Chris, your wish is our command. You have been voting since Tuesday, and the results are in. It's time to talk to the house. Big Brother house, this is Emma. Chris. Christopher. Mark. Cav. Winston. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 4 days, the British public have been voting to evict. I can now reveal the housemate with the most votes and 11th to be evicted is... Mark.
I told you.
Mark, you have lost your place in the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
See you later. Mwah. See you later. Mwah. Thank you. See you after. Oh, watch me face.
Oh, shoot.
I told you that was going.
1 week, Mark.
Wish me luck. I'm really scared.
Mark, you have been evicted. Please leave the Big Brother house.
A few HD brows in the last week, but now you've decided it's time that the Scouse mouth slicked his hook. We'll be getting all the gossip from Mark after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother and the 11th live eviction. I'm joined by our latest evictee, Mark. The tea leaves, did you read them this morning? Did you see this coming?
I didn't even have to do them this week. I knew I was going for like the right time to go. So.
What? Why? You seem to really want to be in there. You seem to love your experience.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like now is the right time to go? And why did you think you would leave tonight?
I had such an amazing experience. For the most part, it was so positive, but I reckon the past few weeks I've just been kind of losing my head a little bit, getting swallowed up by all different things, and there's people in there who I'd think could be better kind of finalists than me, so it just felt like I've had an amazing experience. I've had probably, for me, I think I've had the best experience out of everybody in there, so...
Why so?
From day one, everything's been amazing. I won like $5,000 on the first day. I got all amazing tasks, made incredible friendships. Nothing went wrong for me. It was just a brilliant summer.
OK. Things started to go wrong for quite a few people this week when money got involved in the task. And the pact that you had all made to split the money. So, why did Chris, therefore, bear the brunt of all three of you saying that you would take it?
I think for me, I think it was just the reasoning behind it. When I made the decision, it was kind of Chris and to an extent Ashley that I thought wouldn't have split the money. So when I was sat there and I made the decision, I said, well, yeah, I'll take it because I know I'd split it. I think that Chris wouldn't. And then when we were all sat there, me and Ash had the exact same reasoning. Chris's reason didn't make any sense to a lot of people, including me, so...
But we did see you say in the diary room as well that you would take 5,000 and split the rest.
Yeah.
So that's not honouring the pact either.
Yeah, that's not...
But you didn't seem to want to tell them that bit.
I should have said it, but I did change my mind about it. I've already got 5,000.
I know you have, but you did say you wanted that extra 5 for your brow bar. Chris was getting it in the neck from everybody the other night, and you kept very quiet. You kind of had a conversation with Christopher yesterday saying that Chris kept very quiet while Christopher was defending him. But you also kept very quiet about what you had possibly wanted to do with the money.
Okay.
Mark?
Maybe. Yeah, I just thought I was diffusing the situation a little bit.
What, by taking more money?
No, by, like, not giving 1,000,001 different reasons. I think it was just frustrated people more.
But that is why Chris got in trouble, isn't it? Like as you did, you had a thought process in there.
Yeah.
And you thought of that reason, you thought of other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Chris had a thought process.
Yeah.
But it did seem that when he sat there and tried to get that thought process out and explain himself...
Yeah.
Everybody just wouldn't let him speak.
I don't know what to say.
What was it like sitting there then? And did it not feel uncomfortable on Chris's part at all?
For me, not really. I do think that I did speak up for myself. I don't think I was that quiet. I didn't tell everybody my entire thought process. I just told them my final decision. Whereas Chris decided to tell everybody absolutely every single reason. And if me and Ash did that, then we would have got it in the neck as well.
Do you honestly think that you would get it in the neck from the likes of Helen and Winston, who you four were so tight? And I think that is one great thing about the four of you, is that it seems to be quite a supportive friendship group.
Absolutely.
You will back each other up, and you will not go at each other, but quite happily go at the others. Mark's gone very quiet. It is possibly the most untrusting and paranoid house that we've ever had.
It's unbelievable.
So why make a decision to split the money in the first place?
We shouldn't have made the decision. We really shouldn't have made that decision to split it all, when not everybody would have had that intention. It just seemed like a nice thing to do at the time.
It did seem like a nice thing to do, but as tradition tells, it never works out.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things as well, I think, isn't it? Like, we saw you sitting there with Ash and Winston and Helen saying, I would trust all of you to split it, but I wouldn't trust the others. Whereas the others trusted each other to split it and not you lot, because there's such a clear divide in the house.
The divide's ridiculous.
And that is what happens in friendship groups. You trust your people, but you don't trust the others. Therefore, the pact was never going to work.
We should never have made it.
OK. Let's talk about Christopher. That's a whole other ball game. When Christopher was defending Chris the other night, you didn't like it very much. Why? And were you a little bit jealous?
For me, the main reason was because I do think it's good when friends defend their mates, but I felt like Christopher was just defending Chris, and Chris just sat back and let him defend him. I know that Chris isn't, like, the most argumentative person, and it's not a positive to be good at arguing.
No, he doesn't really argue at all, does he?
He doesn't argue. He's very laid back. Instead of kind of getting in there with Christopher and kind of defending each other, for me, he just sat back and let Christopher just fight his battle for him.
Was there a little bit of jealousy on the part of he defended Chris the other night, but then didn't have your back during the task.
If I'm going to be honest, yeah, I was, and I said that to Christopher, I think I was a little bit jealous. I think after we'd done that task, which, okay, I did overreact a little bit, whatever, I think after that, I thought that I made my decision there on Christopher that he'd never kind of defend anyone, and I kind of took him as that. So then for him to defend Chris so blindly, I felt I'd got something a little bit wrong.
Well, people's feelings do get hurt, don't they? Especially when it's something personal and people are saying that you're acting a certain way that you obviously don't think that you are.
Yeah.
So, and it's somebody that you've been smooching with. And it's somebody that you've been smooching with that hasn't backed you up.
Yeah.
We've seen you smooching.
Fuck.
Oh, it's okay, don't worry. We've heard you swear for 9 weeks. You and Christopher had your ups and downs.
Yeah.
But you did have quite a lovely relationship. Have a look.
Oh, God.
He's not my new Matthew, he's just Christopher.
I want to kill him half the time.
Something there. I think it takes a lot for Mark to like somebody.
Who do I love?
Me.
Oh yeah, Mark, head over heels.
You are dragging Christopher along like a toy, picking him up and dropping him. Why?
I don't feel as though I'm dragged around by you. It's just quite infuriating.
Who do you think is the biggest game player?
Mark.
Why the fuck would you be close to somebody that you think's a fucking gameplay? Okay. You tell me now, because my head's fucked about that, Christopher.
I should have been more honest and just, like, nominated you.
I'm calling time on this shit before it goes any further.
Oh, I should have nominated you. What the hell do you think that did to me? I was fucking humiliated.
There you go. That was me 2 days ago.
Don't you fucking point your finger at me and tell me what to do. That was when you pointed at me like that and told me to shut up. Who the hell are you to do that to me? You've got trust issues. The same old chestnut that comes out all the time. That Mark.
Cheeky fucking twat.
You say that all the time.
Cheeky
Sometimes you've just got to trust people.
Get to fuck.
Right.
Fine. Oh, no.
So those were the kind of highly dramatic parts of your relationship.
Yeah.
It was also a lovely relationship.
Yeah.
It started off really well. In the past couple of weeks, we've seen the arguments kind of happen more and more and more.
Every day.
So where did it go wrong, do you think? Where did it start to go wrong?
If I'm being honest, I don't know. I really don't know. When it started to slip, it did start off incredibly positive. It just started going wrong. The main point for me when I felt it all started to slip was with the strongest housemate task. That's when I started to feel a bit different. I thought you've had the kind of the position there where you could have defended me against a lot of things that I found quite hurtful and you chose not to. So for me, that's when it started to slip.
Can you see a future for the two of you? No, don't listen to everybody else. Don't look at your friends and family.
Yeah.
Try and tell me as honestly as you can, because we have seen lovely bits of your relationship, and I kind of started to think, you know, maybe you said that, you know, you find it very hard to trust. Maybe you were finding that you were trusting him and you were scared about that. I mean, I don't know that you know, maybe that's a reason. Maybe
you've got it quite
the
like
romantic
right there.
in my head.
Nah, it's true. I was starting to trust him and open up to him more than I would have wanted to in this situation. So I think maybe for me it was just a defence mechanism.
So is there a future?
Me and Christopher have got a lot in common. We get on a lot, but we argue too much.
But could that not be the house? It's a very strange environment.
It is a strange environment, and I'm not going to write him off now.
Don't listen.
I'm not going to write him off now.
Thank you.
But there's a lot of things that I've had to take into context this week, especially advice I've been given to who I think is my best friend in the house, give me a lot of advice, and I do take it all kind of on board, so I'll see what happens after this.
And that is fair enough, because you do listen to the people that are closest to you. You will listen to your friends in there. Like, he wouldn't listen to your advice about Chris yesterday, because he is his friend.
Yeah.
So it kind of works both ways, doesn't it? You started out as this larger-than-life character, and you look so worried, Mark. Please don't look worried. And then we saw a more subdued side to you the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What did you feel that happen?
Yeah, I did. I'll tell you when
yourself?
it was. It was when the 3 new housemates came in. I do always kind of feel like I compare myself to people I shouldn't compare myself to, and I just felt weird. I'd finally been in my comfort zone for so long. 3 new people came in. I just thought that they would just be better housemates than me, and I really started doubting myself a lot more than I'd ever want to in this. So it was then that I kind of lost a lot of myself, and that's for me when it all started to slip.
Someone that you were extremely close to in there, and one of your best friends was Helen.
Yeah.
Tell us about Helen. What do you think of Helen? What is she like? We obviously see a version of Helen.
Yeah.
Well, we see many versions of Helen. But what is she like to live with, and what is she like as a friend?
Helen is tough, she is argumentative, she can be aggressive, she's got a lot of negatives, but she's got a massive heart. If she lets you in, if she trusts you, then she's got your back completely, and for me, that's what it's all about. She's an amazing person, she's had ups and downs, and she's had the full experience, and I'd be more than happy if she won.
There is a clear divide in that house,
Yeah.
and it was mentioned in the lock task the other day that there were two groups, and you straddled those groups. I think you might have taken that the wrong way, but
Yeah.
it was meant in quite you're friends with both camps. It wasn't meant in a negative way. Is that divide, now that you're gone, going to be even more evident?
It's going to be a lot worse, because I was friends with people on both sides of it, and I think at times in the house I have been a peacekeeper. I've kind of tried to bring people together who wouldn't be mates. Now I'm gone. I mean, look at them on the screen. They're sat in complete opposite sides of the room, and I'm not sat in the middle.
Yeah.
It's going to be worse. It's not going to be a nice weekend there for them.
Mark, you've been a lot of fun. And you've been
Thanks.
lovely to have for the past 9 weeks. Here are your best bits. It's Mark.
Oh my God. We're going to have the best time ever. Is this all right for now?
He's quite demanding.
I just like how much he moans about, like, trivial stuff.
I haven't done me fucking eyebrows.
Hi. Look at me. Stop ignoring me.
You know, obviously because I'm psychic and that, I feel like there's a bit of a storm coming.
All housemates must immediately remove any fake tan or makeup.
Fucking fuming! Me blood is fucking boiled.
You've got trust issues.
You cheeky fucking twat.
Why do you think being fake and acting dumb is going to win you Big Brother?
I'm taking the piss.
Look at me making it all about me again.
Sorry, guys, you've done all right.
He's so sweet and really funny.
I want to kill him half the time.
What the fuck? Big Brother for me has been everything I've ever expected and more. I've had high points, low points, met amazing people, and I'm really thankful for this opportunity.
What's it like watching that back?
That's amazing. Obviously, I'm sat here now. I've been having quite, like, bad thoughts and feeling a little bit rubbish, but
No,
to
no,
see,
don't.
To see me
Don't.
highs and me lows together, it just shows that it is
We
a full
obviously have
experience.
to ask you about the whole money splitting thing this week, and Christopher, because it's been such a huge thing this week. But don't feel that that's all you've done in the house.
Okay.
You've been fantastic in that house, so please don't
Thank you.
panic. I could see the panic in
A
your
little
eyes
bit
as
of
we were
panic.
talking.
It's not just the eyebrows being higher up. I am panicking
but
a little
listen,
bit.
I've got to tell you a secret.
Oh my God.
Tonight it's a double.
I knew it.
Oh, the tea leaves
I
told him!
knew it. Oh my God.
So you aren't the only one that's going to be coming out of the house tonight.
I'm
we
a
have
bit
got.
gutted about that. I did want a night to myself.
You got a whole week to share with somebody
Yeah.
else. There'll be another eviction right after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother, and it's time for the second eviction of the evening. So before the break, you decided that it was game over for Mark. But what the remaining housemates don't know is that Chris, Christopher, Pav or Winston will soon be following him out of the door. You've been voting since Tuesday, and the results are in. It's time to talk to the house.
Winston.
Big Brother house, this is Emma.
Hello.
Tonight is a double eviction. Chris. Christopher. Pav. Winston. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 4 days, the British public have been voting to evict. I can now reveal the housemate with the most votes and 12th to be evicted is... Winston. Winston, you have lost your place in the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
It's cool. That makes sense.
Oh my God. Do your best right there, alright? Oh my God.
Someone's
going
He's not going. No, he's not going. Winston, you're not. You're not.
I am. I'm speaking. I fucking knew it was going for some reason.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Winston, you have been evicted.
You're a fucking
Please leave the Big Brother house.
I love you. Love you. I'm not. I love you.
He's gonna get fucking...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies man is heading home. If anyone sees Bianca around here, please call security. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother and the 12th live eviction. I'm joined by our latest evictee, Winston. Every time we say your name or you know you're being addressed, you just go, woo! It's the gun show straight away.
Yeah.
Now listen, everybody out here was quite shocked. Everybody in the house was quite shocked. Were you quite shocked that your name was just called out?
Yeah, a little bit. Just from like the reactions and stuff, because everyone was, oh yeah, you're, do you know what I mean? You're in it here, like, do you know what I mean? Like everyone else, you know, a few people got booed and stuff, so a little bit shocked. But it's just the way it is, you know. I'd rather, if people want me out, then I'd rather be out than being in if they want me out, if that makes sense.
How do you feel about being sat here? Are you gutted to be out so close to the end?
Like, I am a bit gutted, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit gutted, but I've made it like 65 days all the way through, and like, for some reason I thought, when I first went in, I thought I'd last week 4, I had week 4 in my head, so the fact that I've done like all the way to, you know, to just this before, obviously I'd love to have made the final, but yeah. But
so why do you think you are here?
What, here, right
Everyone's quite baffled, aren't they, as to why you are here. Why do you think you've come out tonight?
I don't know, like, I've been evicted.
No, I know you've been evicted, but it's vote to evict, so they wanted you out, not quite as much as Mark, but more than the other 4.
Yeah.
So what do you think you may have done for people to want you out? This isn't a trick question. I'm just asking what you think.
Like, we broke out yesterday, last night, but I don't think that's enough time for...
That was quite funny.
Yeah, we hit the old fire exit and ran out, and
yeah.
I don't think that's something people would have like disliked or whatever. But yeah, that's.
I don't think you should worry about you or what you've done in there, because I mean I'm only speaking from my behalf, but you have kind of almost been the model housemate, really. You haven't kind of done anything wrong. You haven't put a foot out of line. You've been quite fair.
Yeah.
So I think that's why everybody is quite shocked.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lots happened this week. There was a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Because money became involved
Yeah.
in the house. What are your thoughts on Ash, Mark and Chris's decision to take the money?
I was like, a bit disappointed, really, with like, all the decisions. But basically, because what the idea was, we made a pact
Yes.
that if we got the additional money, it would be like shared between eight of us.
Yeah.
Just to make things fair, because everyone was like, when we got the first task, everyone was like, oh, I can't be fucked with it. You know, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. And I just said, OK, we'll split it. So everyone was like, we'll put a pact in, and whoever wins it has to split
And that was
it.
kind of your idea as well.
Yeah, it was my
You kind
idea.
of came up with it,
Yeah.
and it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But have you never seen Big Brother Winston?
Not-
Pacts never work.
But I thought this one would, yeah, because I genuinely trusted everyone in the house, like, you know, I would have trusted them, like, to do that. And I think, even though they did choose to take the money, even though Ash did and Mark, I'm pretty certain they would have still split the money when they got out, you know, that additional money if it was in their bank.
So it hasn't changed your opinion on any of them?
On Ash and Mark it hasn't, but on
Right.
Chris it did sort of change my position on him.
Why just Chris? Why do you think he got it in the neck and the other two kind of got away with nothing, really?
Well, for the reason that, like, we're sitting there, and when we saw, when we were obviously all like round the sofas, and Ashley was making the decision in the diary room, he was like, we were like, oh, Chris, and he said, oh, yeah, well, I was going to give it back to the winner, and I was like, what do you mean you're giving it back to the winner? We were talking about splitting it between 8 people, not giving it back to the winner.
Yeah.
And then he was all like, oh.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know, just not the one
He
to be
did
trusted.
have quite a lot of thought processes in there. You know, with some people, everything is black and white. Like, you're very much, that's the deal, and you stick to it. Chris, slightly more, you know, his thought process was different. He went through a lot of different scenarios about what he... he can't stop listening to the cheers for him. About what he should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Ash was very much like you. We've made a deal, we're sticking to it.
Yeah.
Mark, on the other hand, he wavered as well, and he did say, and I'm not dubbing him in, I've just spoken to him about this. Mark said, I would keep 5 grand to myself, and I would split the rest between the other 7.
Oh, did he say that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because the winning...
It was part of his thought process
Oh, did he say
as
that?
well. Whereas Chris had lots of thought processes. Mark's part of his thought process was, I'll keep 5 and split the 10 between the other 7. So he didn't kind of honour that.
Fuck, I didn't
as
know that.
well. I know. You'll see him in a minute, so you can
Yeah.
talk to him. But again, it's for some people, it's not quite as black and white as yes or no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, would you still be friends with Chris? Has it changed your opinion of him that much?
Not like I'd still be friends with him. It just sort of made me feel because if I was in Ashley's position, I would have never picked Chris to.
Yeah.
Like I would never thought that he would have been the one to take it if there's 3 people. So it has made me question him. But he's a nice guy. There's nothing wrong with him. But the thing, what is up with him? He doesn't really have like the balls to say something to you.
He's not very good at
No.
confrontation or
Yeah.
anything, is he?
No, he's just.
You were really good with things like that, actually. You avoided arguments most of the time, but then when you felt like it was needed, it was like you spoke up.
Yeah.
You know, you always kind of defended somebody if you thought of it. How did you decide when was the right time to speak up and when you should just, you know what, I'm not getting involved in that one?
Just if I felt something was wrong, I'd say something, you know, like if because when they were going to Ashley, it was sort of 3 girls against, one. And I'm really good friends with Helen, and like it was 3 of them sort of going at her, and I just felt it wasn't right, so I just said, like, do you know what I mean, back off, like it's enough, you know.
Yeah.
Just if I felt in my gut it was wrong, and I'd just stand up, even if people thought I was potentially wrong, but I thought, if I felt I was doing the right thing, then I'd just do it.
And I think that's why people really liked you, because you seem to be a gentleman, Winston.
Yeah, I am.
You were a gentleman, and we also saw a relationship blossom.
Yeah.
With you and somebody else in the house. Should we take a look at that romance?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Here you
Who is this here your best mate in the house is?
Winston.
How many housemates think you are the most attractive?
Went with a 1.
I'm a Winston.
He's proper sort of relaxed, like laid back. With that, he's just funny.
Quite delightful.
What's the difference?
But he's just my best mate, and like if I'm honest, I want Winston to win.
Imagine first night just back to our gaff, you'd be buzzing, wouldn't you?
Straight from here, back there.
Yeah.
I'm just buying a fucking George Foreman.
Onwards and upwards.
Big Brother takes housemates' health and safety very seriously, and spraying aerosols into a confined space is never a good idea. This isn't a laughing matter.
What made you pick?
What
with Ash, he's just like me. He's just like such a laid-back guy, and like we've got quite a lot of things in common. And he's just like down to earth, like the soundest guy you'd ever meet, you know. And he's just so relaxed, and
He's
just
like me, the soundest guy you'll ever
Yeah, I didn't mean it to sound like that. No, but he's just like, honestly, he's just like the best guy. Do you know what I mean? The best guy. Best guy.
You were like two naughty little boys to watch when you were together.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah, like he's the type of guy like I'd introduce my sister, and I don't ever introduce a guy to my sister.
Listen, you did have some other love interests in there. Let's start with Tamara. She was gone out of your life so quickly, Winston.
Yeah.
What would have happened had she have stayed?
Well, do you know what I mean? I don't know. It probably got a bit heated, you know.
Would you like to see her again?
Yeah, I would like to see her again. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I've seen her for quite a few weeks from the beginning of the show. I haven't seen her for a few weeks now, but she did say she wanted to see you and she would like, you know, maybe things to progress.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So would you meet up with her?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd
Have
like
I just done a bit of blind dating here?
Yeah.
Happy.
Back to girlfriends.
Okay, Tamara, she's made it. Danielle, were you as surprised as we were when she played footsie and stroke during a thigh?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I was, yeah.
Because you look gobsmacked.
Yeah. Yeah, she's putting on me, yeah.
Was that ever going to go anywhere?
No, not really. It's just sort of like, just there in the moment, and it was like, I was like, oh, all right, how you doing? But no.
Yeah. On a level of feeling uncomfortable, what was greater? That with Danielle or when Bianca walked in?
Like, Bianca was more fun, really. But,
Really?
But it was more uncomfortable with her, if you know what I mean. But it's like, well,
Yeah.
the reason, like, when we were
Did she
Bianca,
slightly terrify you?
like, well, she didn't. The thing was, yeah, we were on Armageddon week, and we were, like, at our lowest point. Like, Marlon had been evicted, and I'd had an argument with him the week before, and then suddenly we got 3 new housemates in, and suddenly I got a girl, like, on me,
Yeah.
saying I want to ride your cock, and,
Yeah.
like, all this. I was like, what is going on? Like, it's just such a mental place
You
in there,
looked
you know?
as shocked with Bianca as they all looked tonight when your name got called.
Really?
Yeah. Winston, you've been an absolute gentleman.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in the house for the last 9 weeks. Here are your best tips.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's Winston.
Hello. You all right?
Yeah.
You gonna fucking love me? Here we go! Fucking love me! Get your tits out, get your tits out. I have a dream that a man can just be a man.
He's a man's man, but he calls a spade a spoon.
My hair is looking fucking good!
Winston is clearly off with the fairies most of the time.
Have you ever had sex?
What, on this rubble?
Should we fuck on this tonight?
How many housemates think you will win Big Brother? 5. Incorrect.
Fucking big head.
Winston, we see your true colours.
What, because I'm standing up for myself?
Believe me.
I don't believe anything you say. You talk shit. Well, why don't you say to everyone else then if you're doubting it?
I just thought there's no
Because you haven't got any balls to say to everyone. Face addiction like a man. I'll be honest, I do not want to spend another week with someone who'd do that. No fucking way.
We're so proud of how you're handling yourself. Bianca says she is looking forward to seeing you again.
Have you ever had a girl, like, piss on you?
He's just lovely and he's so genuine.
Get in!
He's just my best mate.
She's got fake tits? I don't think she has got fake tits.
My time in the house has been like awesome. In a family, you have mental arguments with the people that you love, and then when you do get on with people, it's brilliant.
Have you enjoyed it?
Pardon?
Have you enjoyed it?
This has been the best time of my life. It's been
Good.
the best time of my life.
I've just heard from the gallery that they are convinced that this is a fake eviction and that you're still in there.
Really?
Yeah. How silly they are! He's gone! Winston, thank you. Go and see your mum, Dad.
Thank you very much. Cheers, thank you. Thank you. Oh, my God.
Can't forget my brolly on a night like tonight. Thank you all so much for staying in the rain. I'm so scared I'm going to fall over. OK, that's it. We've come to the end of our last eviction show. It's now all about the final. In 7 days' time, we will crown your champion of Big Brother. The vote lines are now open and you are voting for your winner. For Ash to win from a landline call, 090 20 44 5801. Or from a mobile, 650 5801. For Ashley to win from a landline call, 090 20 44 5802. Or from from a mobile 650 5802. For Chris to win from a landline call 090 20 44 5803 or from a mobile 650 5803. For Christopher to win from a landline call 090 20 44 5804 or from a mobile 650 5804. For Helen to win from a landline call 090 20 44 5806 or from a mobile 650 5806. For Pav to win from a landline call 090 20 44 5818 or from a mobile 650 5818. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's live final. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5 on demand. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Up next, it's Bit on the Side with this fella.
This fella says, all right, Emma, double bubble, what a night. We're going to be giving Mark and Winston a bots-style once-over with the help of Casey Batchelor, Leslie, Dorian Joseph and ex-housemate Zoe Burkett. Get yourself down here, sharpish. Come on!
I'm on my way. Now, as ever, the Big Brother website has all your latest house news. The highlights show will be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And we'll see you back here next Friday for the live final. Have a brilliant night and thanks for watching. Good night.
Like whole time, and then they'll be asking probably now and going, still Winston. We know it's still Winston.
To say that.
I think Winston's going to win this and he's fucking evicted.
He's
happen.
still going to win. He's not gone. I know he's
He's not gone.
I think you get that good of a reception.
I know. I'm not saying that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my life.
Does baffle.
There's no way Mark and Winston's got an I'm fucking still here. I'm not having this.
I always go for mine. Not that you're still here, maybe.
No, this is going to annoy me in the next few days because I'm going right.
I'm going to wake up paranoid now for the next few days, wondering if he'll be back at any point. Whatever happens in this
And
house,
really-
if there's a lot of stuff happening over the next few days, like mysterious stuff, and all these things coming from out of the blue, you can be sure the Winston's behind it.
Well, you'll be able to tell if it's something that makes like.
Winston's the best decision maker in this house.
He's very good. You saw the day he handed out the letters.
Everything that he's done in the past. That's why he's doing it.